band started in 2005, and it's 2014, which means that we started the band 9 years ago. That's almost a decade. Really, that's almost half my life that I've been committed to this band and committed to seeing it grow and committed to the mission that we're about.
Hey guys, I'm Michael.
I'm Noah.
I'm Anthony.
I'm David.
And I'm Isaac. And we're Mission 6.
You know what? Let's talk a little bit about how you all came together. You want to tell us about that, Noah?
Yeah, definitely. We all came together in 5th grade. We were just going to the same school together, best friends. And then we just decided one day we were all playing sports, and we decided that we were going to put those sports behind and we're actually going to do something with a little bit more of a meaning to our lives. So we wanted to start a band and go into ministry.
We started this band with the intention to glorify God, and here we are 10 years later doing the exact same thing.
That's been the mission since day one, and it continues to be to this very day. November 30th was the date, and I don't know why I remember that.
We had gotten together a few songs, and there was a record label who was interested in us. Some of the label executives were going to come down and watch us play to see if, they wanted to sign us.
We went out there that night, and I messed up on one of my parts. And I thought to myself, oh man, I blew it for the whole band. As God would have it, we ended up getting signed, and my little mess up didn't really matter that much. After we got signed, we came out with our first project, which was called Superhero. We got to, go down to Nashville to record, and we flew over to Texas to shoot 10 music videos. We had hair and makeup, the whole get up, all of it. You kind of felt like a little miniature movie star. I have my puffy, curly-haired afro hairdo going on, and Noah's got such a high voice.
I ride the sleep to keep my eyes from staying shut. They seem to wait and wake up.
We were just a bunch of kids that had been given an opportunity, and we were enjoying the opportunity.
It's Monday morning and I'm still mourning. The morning death, my mom's giving me a fresh day and seize the opportunity. It's Monday morning.
Our Superhero record brought a lot of opportunities, one of them being Radio Disney.
And we just had a couple names like Slick 56, Solid Ground, and another one was High Five Halo, and then we just wanted something with a little bit more of a meaning.
We really just saw God's hand leading us, and we kind of made him a 600. Thanks,
guys. That's it. We were kind of nervous. We didn't think they would play our music because it was a bold message that Jesus is our superhero. That's the whole album, but they did it anyway, and when they asked us what our band meant, we flat out told them we're on a mission to serve God, and it was amazing to see that God could use us in that way.
Not Too Young was our second record, and we were super excited about this project just because these were songs that we felt like we could really relate to in this time in our life. Our record title is actually called Not Too Young. Everyone else looks at it as like, wow, those kids are so young. And the real meaning of the song is that we're not too young and we can change the world. We wanted our audience to understand that just because you're young doesn't mean you can't go out and make a difference.
Whenever we were 17, we came out with our last major project, and that was Shockwave.
Shockwave was our last major release, and that was 2 or 3 years ago.
Since the start of the band, we've always lived by the section in Revelation 3:8, where it talks about how you have little strength, but you have kept my word, you have not denied my name.
Throughout the Bible, we've seen this theme of God being able to open all these doors that no man can shut. But he can also shut doors that no man can open.
We've always recognized that we're not the most talented people, but we do have His name. And if we can keep His word, He's going to continue to open up doors for us. And man, He did that throughout our whole career as a band. For 10 years, He opened doors, but He also shut doors. And after our last project, it kind of seemed like doors were shutting.
We were just kind of wondering, God, well, is there any more that you want us to do? Is this it?
It was one day when we were riding in the van on the way back home from something, and we were just talking about what we were going to do next. We all together really agreed on this idea of city lights.
And it's this idea that we're called to be lights to our cities, no matter where we are.
We're so inspired by those in the Bible that have gone before us, and they were a light through whatever they had. And we have music, and we have all these different things about us that we wanted to use to glorify God and be a light to the world around us.
We wanted this City Lights vision to be more than just an album, so we decided to make it 3 things: a CD, a devotional, and a TV show.
For all of 2013, I sat down and I just thought, what would God have to say to His people? And so for 365 days, I sat down at a computer late night on an iPhone and just typed away.
Noah, over the last year, wrote a devotion every single day, just a little blog post. And right now, those are being compiled and edited into a devotion.
A year later, we have our City Lights devotion.
A little over a year ago, we also began production on our own TV series. We shot the whole thing ourselves, edited it, and we pitched it to a network, and they accepted it.
We have a new series starting at the beginning of this year. It's a reality show called City Lights, featuring the stories of the band Mission 6.
After a lot of hard work, we finished the devotional and the TV show, and now the last piece is the record.
But we need your help to create it.
When you make a CD, you got to pay for a producer, you've got to pay to have it mastered,
the living expenses while we're down there away from home, and not only that, but the publishing side of things.
Packaged, distributed, there's all kinds of costs that go into the album.
We've been saving up our money, but we're still a little short, so we've started a Kickstarter to come up with the rest of the funds.
Basically, the way that Kickstarter works is you guys help us fund our project, and we help you by giving you rewards.
We're trying to raise $5,000 in 40 days.
So we've set up all these awesome rewards for you guys. You can get the album early, you can get the devotional, the TV show.
You can get a music lesson from us. You can even have us come play a concert in your town.
So here's the catch. Kickstarter is all or nothing. Meaning if we don't raise $5,000, then we don't get to keep any of the money, which means sadly we can't fulfill any of the rewards. But if we do raise the $5,000, we're immediately on the fast track.
Honestly, these are some of the most exciting songs I think that we've ever had. God has opened some doors up. No longer are we just looking in front of us and seeing closed door after closed door, but like the opposite is now we're seeing all these open doors. And so we're asking, would you guys be a part of this album and walk through those open doors with us?